Okay guys, so today we're going to make some lactose-free sweetened condensed milk. It's quite simple, just two ingredients we need. So here we're going to use some Lactaid 100% lactose-free milk. We have 2 cups of that, and we're going to need 1 cup of sugar. This was the milk that I'm using, and we need to head over to the stove so that we can combine these two things together, and then we have to cook it on the stove so that it can reduce. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm just going to continue stirring this until the sugar dissolves. Okay guys, so now that my sugar has dissolved, I'm going to turn my flame down to low, and we're going to leave this to reduce. It might take as long as half an hour to do that. So you would want to, you do not leave this on the stove. You have to stay right here to keep an eye on it because it can bubble up and bubble over. So you have to keep your eye on it. If it starts to bubble up, you'll have to stir it vigorously to get it to go back down, or you might actually need to remove it from the flame to help it to go down. But you would want to stir this occasionally. And like I said, you need to stay near it at all times so that you can keep your eye on it. Basically, what you want to do is you want to cook this until it reduces by half. So we used 2 cups of lactose-free milk. So at the end of the reduction, we should get at least 1 cup of our sweetened condensed milk. Okay guys, so you see the foam that we see developing on top here. I was going to leave it, but I think I will probably just skim it off. Just going to skim off some of that foam. Is it absolutely necessary to skim it off? I don't think so. But I will just skim off some of it. I'm just removing it from the heat a little because, as you can see, it started to boil up there, and we don't want it to overflow. So that's why I said you really have to stay near this at all times. At this point in time, guys, it's bubbling up very rapidly, so you definitely have to stay near this at this point in time. You cannot move away from the stove, not even for a minute. Now, one way for me to test to see if this has reduced by half is by pouring this liquid into a measuring cup and see if I get 1 cup. And then I would know if it reduced by half or if I need to let it reduce a little more. And of course, when it's heated, it will be more liquidy, but if you leave it to cool, it should thicken up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pour it over into a measuring cup just to see if I get 1 cup, and then I will know if it did reduce by half or if I need to leave it a little longer. It's really bubbling up at this point in time. Right, so let me just pour this over into this measuring cup here that I have here. Okay, so if you can look across here, you can see that that's 1 cup there in the measuring cup, and it still has a little bit remaining in the pot. So I'm just going to pour it back in and just allow it to reduce just a little more. As you can see, it has even changed color. It has gotten darker. So we're almost there. All right, so guys, I think I can take this off now. The heat, I think this has reduced enough. So we're going to pour it over into a jar and leave it to cool, and then at that point it should have thickened up. So let's turn off the heat now. All right, I've just turned off the heat. I'm now going to pour it over into a jar.